I can't drink beforehand, and there's no cussing. So on that note, let's fucking do this. I hate to start speeches off with cliches, but there comes a moment in every man's life when he meets that special someone, that person he can't live without, the one that completes him. That moment came 25 years ago when RJ met me. At a young age, I noticed that Bob and Christine didn't have enough children, so I happily stepped in as the 8th product child. Between Robert and I was clearly the taller, more athletic, better looking of the two. I was the Arnold Schwarzenegger to his Danny DeVito. Writing this speech was a lot harder than I thought. As much as I'd like to stand here and make fun of RJ for the next few minutes, I cannot think of enough stories to make that happen. Because to be honest, RJ's always been good at everything. But to narrow down the last 2.5 decades as RJ's best friend, 3 words come to mind: commitment, loyalty, and luck. RJ doesn't believe in half-assing anything. He's either the best at it or the absolute worst. I remember when we were in 8th grade and we decided to join the spelling bee. And I'd like to point out that there were times that we misspelled our own names, yet it all a bunch of words we could barely pronounce. So we spent 2 weeks studying every word on that list just to make sure that we wouldn't lose. On the day of the contest, I ended up winning, and Robert lost on the first word, which is alligator. To this day, he still thinks it's spelled with 1 L. Regardless of the outcome, Robert's persistence towards excellence is second to none. Commitment. From grade school through high school, to going to UCLA, to living on a ranch, going to Kansas, living on a ranch again, and finally coming back home, RJ could have put together 8 seasons of a sitcom with the amount of scenery changes he had. Robert carries around a booklet wherever he goes, similar to the one I have in my pocket here. Nearly identical to the one I have here. And he writes everything down, the people he's praying for, birthdays, names, and a litany of other important information. I remember asking him, "Why do you do that? Don't you have a phone for that?" To which he simply responded, "No matter where or how far I go, I have the most important things with me that I'll never forget. That is what friends do. That's what family does. Loyalty." Robert is the guy that can bet 100 on the 00 in Vegas and hit it 3 times in a row. Like Jerry Seinfeld said, things always even out for me. RJ, tonight you are the luckiest man I know. You get to leave today with a wife who is beautiful, warm, caring, and loving. Mandy, you're lucky as well. You get to leave with a beautiful bouquet of flowers and an amazing dress. But the more I think about luck, the more I realize RJ has always made his own. Because like everything he does, the harder he works, the luckier he seems to get. I remember the day Robert came over and told me about Mandy. We were sitting on my couch and he told me, "I met this girl." So I reacted, "Here we go again." He responded, "No bro, trust me this time." I said, "Here we go again." But then I met Mandy for the first time, and I completely understood why Robert was so infatuated. She is smart, kind, faithful, and so many more adjectives that I couldn't put on stage. Yeah. I knew that that segment was the real world. I would like to close with this. I've rambled on about Robert and how amazing he is to all of you here, and all of you might think this speech is for that. It's not. It's not for the crowd. It's not for the family. Heck, Robert, it's not even for you. Mandy, this speech is for you. It's one simple message. All of these things that I've described about Robert are enhanced by how amazing you are. With both your commitment, loyalty, and making a little bit of your own luck, you will have the most beautiful and loving marriage. I love you both.